Greetings everyone, Tarot from the Divine here with your Lights and Shadows reading for July the 12th. If July the 12th is your birthday, happy birthday. And I'm here to show you your lights and shadows, your moral and physical guardians that everyone is assigned on their date of birth. So if you're born on July the 12th, these are your moral and physical guardians. I am unable to show you your soul guardian because I don't know your time of birth. So if anyone would like to know that, you just shoot me an email. You'll find the information in my bio. So, and it's tarotfromthedivine123@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get started. So your moral guardians, you know, it's where your morals come, your virtues, how you think, how you react, your opinions, your viewpoints. Those are all part of your morals. And so your moral light or guardian is Ve'ulia. And Ve'ulia brings prosperity or teaches you about prosperity, the lesson of prosperity. Now that all sounds well and good, but a lesson of prosperity can also be trying to attain prosperity and being held back, or having prosperity and losing it. So there are lessons to be learned about prosperity and how to handle it when you do get it. Also can be called upon to destroy the enemy and deliver from bondage. Those born under Ve'ulia will love the military and glory, and will be in rapport with the angel of war and become famous through the use of arms. Okay. Corresponds to the Five of Cups in the Tarot, which the Five is instability and conflict, and Cups is emotions, relationships, and spiritual matters. And how do these two go together? I mean, this is prosperity, destroy the enemy, deliverance from bondage. But if you look at the Five of Cups, there is despair or despondence here. There's spilled blood. So whoever this is seeing spilled blood. And they need to remember that back home, when they are in war or in conflict, back home, they have their family and their friends that have cups full of love for them. So nothing is totally spilled out here. That may be what they see currently, but behind them, backing them, are their friends and their family and their companions. So, you know, it can represent upset and loss, sadness and confusion, loss of status or money. That's where the prosperity lesson comes in. There's no going back. Supportive family and friends are the two remaining cups. In the reverse, which is where the shadow side would want to put you, you know, you've already experienced the lowest point in a downward cycle, and you'll come back to life slowly after you return from battle, whatever the battle is. So recovery. And then the shadow side is Sabnak, and he represents the Five of Swords, which is instability and conflict with the Five. And Swords is thoughts, communication, logic. Being an air sign, could be a Libra, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. And his lesson is the fall of empires. Okay. In war, you know, empires fall. He builds high towers, castles, and cities, and can be called upon to afflict men for many days with wounds full of rot and maggots. Nice guy, huh? And the Five of Swords is upheaval, conflict, and loss. It can also signify self-interest, discord, and open dishonor. So, you know, he will be trying to cause a warrior who, you know, loves war, loves the military and glory, and he will try to corrupt them into doing things for their own interest and being openly dishonorable, which will get them removed from the military and dishonorably discharged. It symbolizes battle and loss, family disputes, conflicts with managers, disruption. You may not win the battle, but you can recover and walk away with your self-respect. That's in the upright. In the reverse, it can be unnecessary conflict, so trying to start stuff all the time, trying to deflect attention, show of power, ego-driven, bullying, and oppression. And that is what Sabnok is going to try to do to get these warriors off their path. You know, it's bad enough that they have to go to war, but then he's there trying to get them to do it for their own benefit, as opposed to the benefit of the people in the country they are fighting for. Okay? So that's the morals. Now we go to the physical. And oddly enough, we have the Five of Cups over here under Emma. So still trying in the physical. So the moral feeds over into the physical. And the physical with Emma, destruction of the environment. So while you're at war, trying to destroy the environment, and that can be done with, you know, the physical things, the bombs and the fires and the anything else that they use, you know, the chemicals, all works to destroy the environment. And then we have Melahel, who is trying to save the environment. They have a healing capacity, protection from weapons, safety in travel. Those born under Melahel will be courageous and accomplish honorable actions. He governs water and the produce of the earth, especially plants for the cure of disease. And represented by the Four of Cups. But with, as I've said before, four is structure and stability. So trying to maintain structure and stability can make someone bored or restless because they are working on structure and stability. And stability can sometimes be boring, but it's necessary. And, you know, not to be disillusioned. Don't feel in limbo, and they may have a higher degree of dissatisfaction because they see all of this. They may feel, you know, that feeling in limbo. They may feel like they're not doing anything. They're like spinning their wheels, and they're not. But that's what Emma is trying to make them feel, so that they will get discouraged and walk away. Therefore, Emma can win and destroy the environment, and thus destroy the planet. You know, could be Marvin the Martian. He's going to blow up the Earth. All right. So anyway, that's your lights and shadows for today. Thank you all for being here. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, share with your friends and family, and hey, until next time, have a great day.